tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I said
you're not going to disrespect me and my husband.
I just did.
Hey, Couture Bays. It's your girl, Brett, going live with the Bree Talk and Bays Squad. We got to talk about the Ellis's going viral on the Dear Future Wifey podcast back in 2023. Those clips have now resurfaced today on Juneteenth. But before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? So y'all already know I don't like the Dear Future Wifey podcast. I feel like that's some type of mental gymnastics they do on religious women who are married, who are submissive to their husbands. And it's used as a tool to make other women who are thirsty for marriage to fall into line. So why do I say that? Let's get into these clips, shall we?
Point in the marriage, year 2, I said, you know what, I think I need a side chick because you're not giving me what I need sexually, and it's making me feel bad, and da-da-da-da. And Khadeen said, you know, Devale, whatever, do it.
Because at that point, I was just tired of arguing. I was like, that's going to make you feel better in this moment?
And I
Go ahead, my guy.
Yeah, and I said,
Go ahead.
And I said, yo, I'm not saying this as a threat. I'm telling you what I'm about to go do. She said, Devale, go ahead, do what you got to do. Like,
did you really not care at that moment?
I didn't think he was going to do nothing.
Right.
To be quite honest. I was like, oh, this is like a
test. That's what she thought. Yeah. And then, to be honest, it kind of was a test. What I wanted her to say was like, you're not going to go get a side chick. I'm going to step up to the plate.
Yeah, I got you.
The things that you need because I'm your wife. And when she said, go ahead and do it, I felt like, dang, she really don't care that much about me that she going to let me go do it. So now I got to go do it.
Yep.
So I ended up meeting a girl. We started talking and we became friends. And I said to her, I said, you know what? We can't have sex. Because we friends. Like I wanted something transactional so I can do it and throw it away.
Yeah. Right.
So we became friends and started talking. We were sleeping in different rooms. Mm-hmm. I'm in the bed. I'm in Jackson's bed. She walks in and she says, hey, what are you about to do? I said, I'm gonna go take Jackson to school and I'm gonna come up. And she said, no, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take Jackson to school and I'm gonna go to work. I said, all right, fine. She said, yeah, after I leave work, I'm gonna go to that BITCH's job and whoop her ASS. And I said, what?
It was more impactful when you can say the word.
You had it planned out.
She had it planned out. And I said,
I got dressed ready to go.
And
pop off.
Matter of fact.
This is the craziness, though. I said, so you're going to go to work and whoop her? She said, yeah, I took a shift at her job. She that crazy that she took a shift at her job.
I did.
So that she knew she was going to be there. Mm-hmm. So that she could fight her at work.
Khadeen, tell me this ain't so.
Yes,
this is true, yo.
It is so.
This is so.
You took a shift at her job so you can go beat her up.
I sure did.
You had it all planned out.
I sure did.
So I'm like,
talk about impactful, huh?
I said, Khadeen, you ain't never been in your fight a day in your life. Who you think you are now? She said, well, I'm gonna be in a fight today. Then she walked out the house, and I'm sitting there like, how am I in this situation? I told you what I was going to do. You told me, okay. I meet a woman, and now...
Because you wasn't supposed to go through with it. It was a test, my guy.
How you find out what this girl worked?
Oh, trust me.
Dora the Explorer.
Call me Dora, baby. Dora. I had a little backpack, little boots next to me.
And this
found
how
me. We was researching. We was in these streets.
This is a mess. Nothing about that is funny. A man wanting to test you in your relationship, your marriage, after you already had a baby, you're not even feeling like yourself. It takes you about 24 months for your hormones to be back in alignment with who you are. Speaking about you not keeping up with his sexual prowess is wild to me when all he had to do was... Y'all get my drift? But here is the thing. This is why they are Tyler Perry's golden gooses, because let's get into this first clip.
Why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time just wanting you, why do you push monogamy on men?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
well, we know that you pushed monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy. I forced you to get married to me?
Time out. I didn't say you forced me to get married, but did you not say to me that you wanted to be engaged and you wanted to be married before you lived with me? You didn't say that?
I want $1 billion. That don't mean I'm going to get it. I can want something,
asking,
but not...
You right now, you're dodging the question.
Nobody pressed you to do it. Yes, is that something I wanted? Yes, it was. But
you didn't impress me. Are you gonna lie now to the people because we talking about sex?
Devale,
you're gonna lie now to the people?
Devale, knowing
Khadeen, you didn't want monogamy?
Of course I did.
So then why are you avoiding the question?
That's not avoiding the question. I'm saying, does that mean because I want it and I requested that you were going to deliver it? Like, nobody pressed you for that.
Talking about, you just said you wanted it and requested it. Do you not hear yourself?
I can make a request. Is the request going to be granted?
That's up to you, bro. Am I not granting you monogamy?
You are granting it to me.
So this is my question.
Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
This is my question. If you wanted monogamy,
okay,
why would you want monogamy if sex is a chore for you? That's the question. You're avoiding the question.
I'm not avoiding the question, but at first you said women or in general me specifically are pushing monogamy on somebody. Okay, yes, that's something that I wanted, but I didn't press you for it and be like, Devale, I'm gonna hold a gun to your head to propose to me.
Time out.
Also, let me finish. Also, I don't feel like I was adequately prepared for marriage. And I've said that before, because if I knew that marriage and monogamy was going to involve me trying to meet you where you were at sexually for years to come, then I probably would have reevaluated it if I wanted to be monogamous anyway.
So that's fair, but we're not even talking about marriage. Let's even talk about dating, right?
Okay.
Two people are dating. Typically in society, who asks for exclusivity first, a woman or a man?
I would say a woman.
Thank you. That was my whole point. See, you were going all over the place. If women typically ask for exclusivity first, then when they get exclusivity, say, he always on me, he always want to have sex. Why are we asking men for exclusivity if we do not want to participate in sex at the same level as men? We have to think about what that does to a man.
I hear that.
And I don't think that conversation is being had.
Okay, I agree. And that part I agree with. Yes, that women are typically the ones that will ask for the exclusivity. I get that, yes. But what I'm saying is, me as a woman, I don't think that I was necessarily prepared or in the mindset to know that. It's almost like once you get into it, then you're like, oh shoot, like this is what I'm going to have to keep up with.
I get that.
Us speaking as 36-year-old people know that now. Had I known that at 26,
I get that.
I would have to contend with that. Even in the dating realm, then it might have been something I would have reevaluated.
So now let's go back to what you asked me. You said to me you never pressured me to get married. In 2007, we were living together, right? You said you no longer wanted to live with me and shack up with me because you wanted to be my wife, not my girlfriend.
Right, because I wanted to know where the
relationship was going. That don't sound like pressure to you?
It sounds like me voicing where I see my life going. It sounds like me saying, this is what I would like. You can decide to meet me there. If not, we can reevaluate what exactly we're doing.
Okay. Additionally,
would I call it pressure per se? Not necessarily pressure.
It is pressure. But you don't want to say it's pressure. What about being engaged?
You might have felt pressure.
What about being
engaged? There was no pressure behind it.
I said, we don't got to rush to get married. You said, I don't want to be engaged longer than a year. Is that not pressure?
That's me voicing my opinion about it.
Sounds like pressure to me. So you say you want to be engaged, I get engaged. You say you want to be married within a year. We do that. We get married, then you make it seem like sex is a chore to your husband. Once again, I ask the question, why do women who push forth monogamy on the man they're dating then get overwhelmed when that man who tries to provide that monogamy to you, why do you get upset when we're trying to be what you want us to be? You don't want me to be with no one else, right? Right? I'm asking. This is a serious question.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't want me to be with no one else.
Absolutely.
So if I decide that all this testosterone I have, I want to give to you, why is this so overwhelming now? This is what you asked for.
Again, 26 and 27-year-old Khadeen was like, okay, here's the natural succession of life. You graduate, you're working, you meet somebody, you guys are dating. You want children.
Yes.
I want children.
Yes.
We don't want to wait too long or too late to have children.
Yes.
Though now a lot of people are waiting until their 30s to have children.
And I understand why.
And we at that time felt like, well, we're doing everything in this natural succession that the forces that be have given us this timeline. However, I did not realize that after having children, after, career changes, all of the turbulences that we've been through in life, that was going to have a direct effect on my sex drive.
Yes. If you are an OG babe, then you know I said back then, she is in a whirlwind of hurt. She's either going to stand in line with him or she's going to wake up. And as y'all know, she is standing in line because they're getting everything that she's ever dreamed of. They're both successful. They're a power couple. You know, they are Tyler Perry's golden gooses. And quite frankly, I believe they get a percentage of those shows because he's writing directly from their lives. Again, you know, her family, I believe they are of Caribbean descent. Her family told her, even after having the baby, make sure she keeps her body nice and tight. Make sure she do everything she needs to do to please her husband, while her husband was actively embarrassing her online. So of course he knew he got him a doormat, honestly and truly. Now I get it, they have rebranded into this power couple where he is all about his wife and things like that. But if you go look at their social media with your good eyes, then you would see the cracks in the surface. Her constantly keeping up to make sure her body is aligned, nice and tight. I don't think it's because she's on a TV show. We're talking about a Tyler Perry TV show, right? I think it's also to compete with said side chicks because I don't believe he was joking. I believe he very much has a side chick and she's doing everything she needs to do to not have him always over there. Because if you watch the show Fatima, it's written from his life. Honestly and truly. And of course, anybody who sits over there on Laterrace's platform for Dear Future Wifey, talking about how they be dogging out their wives, and he's sitting over there laughing and kikiing as if he was at the Comedy Hour or Def Comedy Jam, baby, that tells you everything you need to know. Plus, he is a former cheater himself. I don't care that he just got married. Baby, I told y'all he got married so he can continue to bring in the dough. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's problematic in itself. But what are y'all thoughts on this? Do you feel like the clips resurfacing means there's something big about to happen? Do you think there's some side chick in the background? Because I just thought the timing was very suspicious, especially from the fan account, because that's where it came from. But what are your thoughts, babes? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.